Hello everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to make a shooter game. In this tutorial, we're going to make the movement. It's part 1. Okay, so let's get started. First off, we need to make the character. So I'm going to just delete this. I'm going to make a simple stick figure person. Not really a stick figure. So I'll just do this. I'll do that and then I'll add the arms. Like it's holding a gun. Then we're going to add the gun. The gun. So let's just do something like that. And that. Like that. And make sure you got to make the circle in the middle. The circle in the middle, not the whole thing. The circle in the middle. Like now we have the simple stick figure. Thinking we can get started. So let's start by using one click flag, and we need to broadcast a message named start. So after we've done that, let's go ahead and create a new block. Let's call it move X, and then add an input of X, add a label named Y, and add an input of X. Now just click OK. Don't press 1 without screen refresh, or else it won't show the player movement. Okay, there. Now it's code of when I receive message to start. So when I receive start, let's say forever, point towards mouse pointer. So now, point towards my mouse pointer. It works perfectly, but some of you, it might not work perfectly. For example, if you did it in this middle, it might do something weird. It might do this, and nobody wants that. So that's why you need to put the circle in the middle. Okay, after it points towards a mouse pointer, we're going to say if key up, arrow pressed, F key down, arrow press, and I'll just duplicate that and say left arrow and the right arrow. Now I have a simple code. We're going to say move. Once up, it's going to change Y by 10, and then it's X move 0. And for down, we put 0 on X. It's going to move. It's not going to move X position. It's going to move Y by minus 10. And then the left arrow, it's going to move Y 0, and then move minus 10. And then for right, it's going to be Y0 and X10. And then we go to motions and say, grab the change X and change Y, and just put X and Y. Oops. Make it Y. I forgot to make a Y. Okay, there. There, now it's now you can see the player movement is working so far. Right? I want to adjust the gun a little bit, because I think it's a little too big. There, that's more good. Okay, we might even start the shooting. Yeah, let's start the simple shooting part. Let's go name this guy player, and this guy, let's name it bullet. And then we're just gonna make a really simple bullet. This big. It doesn't, whatever size you want, you can be as creative as you want. So it's gonna say when I receive start, forever, drag the if block. I'm gonna say if key space, so it'll show. You can do whatever, like 1 or L key, but I'm gonna choose space. Okay, we forgot something important. We need a high at the front, so it won't appear at all. Okay, let's start. What happens if keep space press? We're gonna wait 0.2 seconds, and then we're gonna create clone myself. So it won't have a line of bullets. That would be too powerful. Okay, now let's get when I start as clone. So when I start as clone, what we want to do is go to the player and shoot out until it touches the edge. And that's very easy to code, so let's get started. So we get point in direction, and then we go to sensing and get this backdrop number of stage. You gotta click the stage first, click player, and then there'll be all these options. We're gonna say direction of player. So point direction of player. And then we need to also go to the player. So when it goes to the player, it will go to it. We don't want to shoot it randomly like in the air. So now let's start now we gotta let it show. Okay, now let's get it to actually move. So repeat until touching edge. We're gonna, let's just say move 10 and then delete this clone. So now I'm gonna press space. You might see it's not actually going to the gun. So let's adjust that a little bit. So it won't be go to player. So let's move this a little bit. Let's copy it and paste it. So the bullets is supposed to be, that's right there. Okay, now let's go delete the rest. We're just using that as a helping to know where the bullet's supposed to go. Okay, now let's see what happens. We can move. It doesn't shoot apparently. Oh yeah, I forgot that code. Okay, we did that wrong. Now let's change it, go to player. Player, there. Now shoots from the gun, doesn't shoot from the head. That sounds weird. Nobody wants to shoot from the head. Okay, I'm gonna say or mouse down. So there, that's part 1 tutorial. And click the smash button and subscribe to this channel, and we're gonna be ready for part 2 sometimes. Bye.